Thank you. Okay, we'll call our Board of Education meeting to order, and we will start with the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Al, can you do roll call?
Sure. Kate Canetta.
Here.
Gladys Cooper. Dr. Mary Cornum. Lauren Daly.
Here.
Juanita Bush. Harris.
Here.
Cindy Henry.
Here.
Sherry LeBlanc.
Here.
Sean Ratchford. Minnie Santosh.
Here.
And Louisa.
Here.
And I'm here.
Good evening, everyone. I'm going to try something a little different here with our podium and mic, and we have a wonderful crowd tonight, so we want to make sure that we're able to really connect with you and really dig into the joy of what tonight means for a variety of different groups that are in the room, but also the significance of the evening and what it has meant for so many. Tonight, we are here to recognize two educators initially, amongst another group that is retiring. But the first two recognitions tonight are for our Paraeducator of the Year and our Teacher of the Year. Lisa Sam has worked at Rogers Park, and there she is. Step forward with Mr. Boucher. Come here. Again, cream always rises to the top. Lisa, through a rigorous application process and tons of her colleagues and peers voting her in along the way as one of the best paraeducators in the district. And to receive, the other night, we had a wonderful night honoring you, but tonight this is another formal recognition in front of the entire board and our large DPS education community to say thank you for everything that you have offered to us, and you're such a wonderful role model in our schools. And Mr. Boucher, you got 30 seconds to say something. Yes.
All right, so I guess I'll tell the story. So there's no one like Lisa Sam, and it's especially special for me because I had the pleasure of working with both of her kids at Danbury High School. So coming in as a new principal and knowing that we had someone of her caliber on our team is exceptional. She works with our highest need students, and the level of patience that she brings every single day is unmatched. We're lucky to have her. She bleeds Rogers Park blue and green. We're blue and green, and it's just no surprise to me. I was prepared for that night. You know, I tucked it in because I had a feeling she might win, and she came through. But congratulations for everything you do.
For you, you get a hug. Hugs are free. And we'll take a nice photo. Congratulations. Okay, and next up, hiding in the back, she didn't think I would see her back there, is Emily Pardalis. Emily, come on up. Emily is our 2026 Teacher of the Year for Danbury High School. You can stay right here, Emily. So I don't see Dan Donovan in the house tonight. However, this is an easy one for me to be able to provide some recognition here. I have known Emily, I think, almost my entire career since I started. We were colleagues in the social studies department, and very early on, and it was clear from the early years that Emily was a leader amongst her peers. She was very driven, somewhat of a perfectionist, I would say. She had been a go-to person as our routes took different paths. Emily has always been the go-to in the social studies department for leadership when innovation is needed, when right sizing is needed, when more rigor is needed, when higher standards are needed, and we need someone to lean into those conversations and to push the envelope a little bit on what excellence looks like in a classroom. Emily is always at the center of that. And I have had the pleasure of being the humanities curriculum administrator, director of instruction, go on up the line, and every single time I found my way back to Emily's classroom to ask her for advice, to ask her for a favor, and to ask her to lead some difficult conversations. And there's no doubt in my mind that you are, in fact, our Teacher of the Year. So congratulations. Got it? Congratulations. Okay. Okay, so we have a long list of folks in our district who are retiring. And, you know, I had the opportunity to kind of review the list, and the number of collective years on here is staggering. And it's really reflective of just almost a lifetime of commitment to the Danbury Public School System. We have folks in here 40 years, 29 years, 30 years, 33, 35 years, just incredible. And having been in the district for 29 years myself, not even counting student teaching and all of that, I know that you have seen this district evolve. I know that you have seen the community change and evolve, and I know that you have changed and evolved with it, and in many cases helped to lead those changes. There's an incredible list of talent on this paper tonight as I look at it, and I'm scratching my head going, how on earth are we ever going to replace all of this talent that's in the room? But I also know that many of you contributed to shepherding a succession plan of sorts with your teammates, your colleagues, your cluster mates, younger teachers that have been on your team, and shepherding them in so that they can be the next leaders of Danbury Public School System. So I'd like to just acknowledge, I'm going to read through all of the names tonight because I want to make sure that if someone couldn't make it tonight, they heard their name at home, even though they cannot be here tonight. And then afterwards, I'll call up maybe about a third of the folks that are here tonight from the list, if that's okay. And we'll do photos. So Courtney Allen, teacher at Rogers Park, 28 years. Philippe Alonzo, custodian at Westside for 6 years. Deborah Brenner, teacher at King Street for 35 years. Teresa Busher, paraeducator, Ellsworth, 40 years. Kathy Berman, who's here tonight, teacher, Haystown, 33 years. Gwendolyn Davidson, what a kindergarten teacher. Oh my gosh. South Street School, 28 years. All of these teachers are just, Kathy, I'm going down the list and I'm saying I can't believe we're losing you guys. Paul Denninger, teacher, Broadview, 14 years. Marnie Durkin, principal of Ellsworth, 34 years. Craig Fay, teacher at South Street, 25 years. Israel Feliciano, school psychologist, Rogers Park, 7 years. Augusto Gomes, my little Augusto, where are you? Augusto Gomes, administrator, central office, 33 years. Deborah Hyde, nurse, Broadview, 10 years. Carrie Johnson, teacher, Morris Street, 33 years. Bev Nicely, accounts payable, central office, bedrock of the district, 31 years. Laura Locke, HR generalist, central office, 18 years. Lydia Maury, teacher, South Street School, 10 years. Carolyn McGarry, special education tutor at Danbury High School, 26 years. I've had your children. Victor Mitchell, custodian, Western Academy of International Studies, 13 years. Micheline Montanaro, special education tutor, Broadview, 15 years. Peter Obrey, teacher, King Street Intermediate teacher, 13 years, also winner of Coolest Classroom, runner-up for Coolest Classroom. Elena Patton, HR Administrative Assistant, Central Office, 34 years. Tom Porcelli, teacher at Danbury High School, 28 years. Joseph Redendo, teacher at Danbury High School, 3 years. Anna Rocco, Administrator, Central Office, 40 years. Most of that time as a principal of 2 of our schools. Linda Rosso, secretary, Haystown, 28 years. Maria Santo, kitchen aide, Stadley Ruff, 25 years. Sonia Saracini, teacher, Granville, 28 years. Lynn Shoemaker, Special Education Secretary Extraordinaire, Central Office, 29 years. Hollis Schweitzer, teacher, Great Plain, 29 years. Lauren Singer, teacher, Millridge Primary, 30 years. Tom Sparacco, our wonderful ROTC instructor in the back, who was dedicated all of his board meeting times and Wednesday nights with us. Danbury High School, 7 years. Patricia Tarsi, paraeducator, Danbury High School, 21 years. And Ian Wilson, PE teacher, Danbury Public School, 24 years. So, yes. Incredible. Okay, and so for those of you who were able to make it tonight, we're so appreciative to have you in the room. We'd like to call you up. We have a Danbury Public School Certificate of Recognition, along with the number of years of service to the school district, and we'd like to take a quick photo with you. And you're more than welcome to bring your family up as well. So going down the list, and of course, if I missed
Navan, the
somebody,
#1
or
rated
they came
business
in late
travel
and didn't-
platform lets your
had
team
not
book
checked
work
in,
travel in
we'll
one
circle back.
place. Flights,
Kathy
hotels,
Berman,
cars,
come on up.
while staying with
Okay, Gwendolyn Davidson. Margaret Durkin. You see Margaret Durkin over there? You see Marnie's in your pile? And I know where you'll be for the next week and a half. No? Okay. Well, Marty Durkin, here you go. Here, we're gonna, yeah. I'm gonna do this. They cannot. Okay, Augusto Gomes. Is it warm in here? Go, that's for you, and there's your certificate. Okay, we're gonna go up, because Grace is training us. Congratulations. Oh, Natalie, she's sweet. Oh. Thank you. Okay, Deborah Hyde. Come on up. Carrie Johnston. Just want one here. Oh, there's two. Yeah, right. No such luck. Okay. Congratulations. Okay. Beverly Nicely, come on up. Bev, we haven't paid any bills since you left us. Did you know that? No bills have been paid. Okay. All right. Lydia Maury, are you here? Hi. Okay. Carolyn McGarry, come on down. Don't cry. You can't cry.
Still not hit it.
Elena Patton. Okay, Anna Rocco. Woo, that's you.
Hold on, wait, one more. Kara, one more. Oh, yep, yep. Give me one more, actually.
Linda Rosso, come on down. Lynn Schoonmaker, come on down. All right. Lauren Singer. There she is. Okay. And Thomas Baracco. And I think that's it. And just to be sure, no one else snuck in while we were going down the list. We have all the retirees accounted for here. Okay, listen, thank you for coming out. Thank you for bringing your beautiful families. We're going to take one quick picture of all the retirees up front. If I can just have you come forward, and we'll get you in and out. Real quick photo. Pull this back? Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Go around? Yes. Okay, Louisa, come on in. Around. Backdrop, right? Color?
No, I can see.
No, they're fine.
It's the height. I can.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to move on. We're going to continue on with our meeting. Thank you, everybody, for attending. It was a beautiful reception. We're going to move on to public participation. Lauren?
The board welcomes public participation and asks that speakers please limit their comments to 3 minutes. Speakers may offer objective comments of school operations and programs that concern them. The board will not permit any expression of personal complaints or defamatory comments about Board of Education personnel and students, nor against any person connected with the Danbury Public School System.
Thank you. First one on the list, actually I have two, Hannah and Caitlin.
Oh, wow, that helps a lot. Thank you so much. And we are here to advocate for increased funding for transportation between campuses during the day, so that way all DHS students have equal access to educational opportunities.
Hi. So as Caitlin said, my name is Hannah, and in preparation for today, we conducted a survey in which we asked students questions about the current course availability at Danbury Main and Danbury West, and their utilization of the shuttle buses that are currently offered. We received 120 responses from students across all grade levels, and we also got responses from people in every single academy. So we got pretty equal representation from a lot of different perspectives. And we asked, these are some of the responses that I felt were the most informative. When we asked whether or not students would be willing to take classes at the campus they do not attend if transportation was provided to them, 84% of students said that they would be willing to take classes at the other campus, especially if the class was not available to them initially. We also asked if there were any classes that students wanted to take but couldn't, and there was about a 50-50 response to that question, but then when we looked closer at each individual response, we found that the vast majority of students who were unsatisfied with the classes they got were from West Campus, and the vast majority of students who were satisfied go to Main Campus, which shows that there's kind of a disparity between the student satisfaction at both campuses. And we also asked questions specifically to students from each campus, and we found that 85% of the students at Main Campus would be willing to join after-school activities at West Campus if transportation was provided to them. And we also found that over half the students at West Campus utilize the shuttle buses that are currently offered on a regular basis throughout the week. From this data and from the written responses that we received from students, we saw that there's a clear gap in satisfaction between the students at West Campus and at Main Campus, and we also found a shared willingness across both campuses to participate in after-school activities at both.
So currently, the campus that a student is assigned to will determine what courses, extracurriculars, and just the overall academic experience that students are able to access. However, the opportunities to students are not always the same. Many students, especially at the West Campus, from our data, you can see that they aren't able to take the electives or APs they want, which also, according to our research, can play a significant role in helping students explore their future careers, and it gives them an opportunity to explore everything else outside the academies. This also gives students a chance to explore other interests if they didn't get into the academy they wanted to get into, or if they it's too late for them to switch out. So our proposal, Natalie and Himaja will talk about it in further detail, aims to increase satisfaction and unity between campuses. Thank you.
We have Himaya and Natalie.
Hello, my name is Himaja, and thank you for giving us the opportunity to speak here. And we'd also like to thank Ms. Lorenz for guiding us through this. And based on our results that our peers just discussed, we'd like to propose additional bus routes to increase transportation between the West and Main campuses. And we're asking for $3 million to fund these shuttle buses. Our plan is to have our Our plan is to have a shuttle bus going from main campus to the West campus and another shuttle bus from the West campus to the main campus during flex. And by doing so, will allow students to take electives and courses that are not offered at their particular campuses. And we'd also want to implement a shuttle bus that transports students from the main campus to the West campus after school for more extracurricular activities. Currently, we have shuttle buses that transport students from Main to West, but having that same shuttle bus transporting students from Main to West will allow us to make use of the resources that we have at the West campus beyond just classrooms, and it'll be a great opportunity to use the HBSA room, the greenhouse, the EMT room, and a lot of other resources that are now just not being used beyond just a classroom. It'll give students an opportunity to enhance their learning.
As our group previously mentioned, students have a lack of options for electives, and the facilities that each student has is unfair. Having a bus system that increases transportation will help students be more engaged in classes and will allow the resources that we have at West to be fully utilized. At the West campus, certain classes are not being offered, or the class sizes are abnormally small. The solution will help students to be able to take classes they are interested in and create a more balanced class size that directly targets students' needs. Also, the shuttle buses provide enriching opportunities for the kids at Maine. As Hima just said, the West campus has a lot of great technology that the kids at the main campus also deserve to have the chance to enhance their learning. Overall, these improvements will benefit students' well-being and educational experience, so please consider our proposal, and thank you for your time tonight.
Ilzuma? Is it, what is it? IL, okay, we couldn't see the writing, so thank you. Okay.
Okay.
And who else is there? Daisy, okay, all right, sorry, it was just, we
on
couldn't read
up.
it. Come on up.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. Nice to meet you guys. This is my first time doing this, and probably hers too. And Ilma has done this a couple times. We're here to address a very important issue in our school. We're here to address how school funding is impacting our course selection in both campuses. So DHS has opened numerous opportunities for the student body. It has given our students the ability to achieve their dream career in a more simple and direct way. Some of us, and maybe most of us, are facing a really big issue that comes with these courses since we have split into two schools. So, as it was said previously from the other students, DHS offers many courses, but since we have split into two campuses, it has become limited. And due to funding and staff shortages, it is made it more difficult for our students to have more selection in their courses. And it is well known that DHS as a whole is being very, very underfunded and very understaffed. And we have an increasing student body from the years to come, right? And according to a survey we conducted in DHS West, 82% of our students at West do not have their available classes in their campus. And with limited resources such as classes being offered at West or even Maine, students can feel discouraged or unmotivated and can even lead them to drop out of courses they don't desire to be part in. Although DHS has allowed students to enter the professional field with more specialized courses with the academy system, we still feel that's being limited because of our split campus as the split is right now. can just use this one.
Hi, my name is Ilma Ajwan. Being juniors, it isn't likely that we can make a lifetime decision in just our freshman year of exploration courses that is just a short overview of career options that extend beyond what is taught, let alone brand new students who join the school without prior guidance. The exploration of our careers should be allotted to various foundational and advanced placement courses, not a barrier that forces us to stay within the bubble of conventional education. 58 to 73% of students at West want the opportunity to take more electives in AP classes because they feel like and we feel like we don't have enough, according to our survey that we just did. This is a major problem because as the Board of Education and as a community, it is our responsibility to give our future leaders the future prospects of education to solve problems and make our environment reach its fullest potential.
Hello, my name is Daisy, and our ask is that in order to diversify the course options at DHSOS, we allocate an extra part of school funding to allow transportation like school shuttles to the main campus for classes that cannot be conducted at West. From our discussion with Mr. Donovan, the principal of Danbury High School, it will cost an extra $3 million to fund transportation within school hours between the two schools. At the same time, we should keep in mind the equality of both campuses, because West and Main are not different schools. One is a branch of the ladder that everyone agreed to build because of the overcrowding of the student body. This simply means that over 260 to 222 students will be given the opportunity to take the classes that they are passionate about.
We're standing here because we chose to talk on behalf of our colleagues and teachers. This isn't just a funding issue. It's a matter of our students' rights to education that we can depend on. For everyone here present in this room, we ask that you keep on continuing to advocate for our future here in Danbury and speak up. And from the words of Malala herself, one child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world. Thank you.
Is there anyone else from the public that would like to speak? Anybody else? No? Seeing none? Okay, we will move on. Thank you. Okay, can I have a board member to do the consent calendar?
I'll do it.
Okay, thanks, Al.
Make a motion that the Board of Education approve the consent calendar exhibits 26-86 through 26-90 in accordance with minutes from the Superintendent Evaluation Committee, Curriculum Committee, Board of Education regular meeting, and Board of Education workshop.
Thank you. The motion is made by Al. Do I hear a second? Second. Seconded by Kate. Are there any questions, concerns, or comments on the consent calendar? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions? Okay, motion carries. Okay, we're going to move on to donations.
Okay, before we move on, I just wanted to make sure, check to see if Mr. Jeff Tricolo is in the audience, and I don't think I see him. So I think we can go ahead with the motions, but I do want to say, I don't know if I'm breaking a rule. Kids in the back, students, you did a wonderful job presenting your argument. Very poised, clear, and concise, and I'll be following up with your teachers. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so Mr. Tricolo is next. Go ahead with the motion.
Okay, perfect. Okay, can I have somebody make the motion that's in the book?
I'll make a
Volunteers?
motion.
Okay, Kate, thank you.
I'll make a motion that the Board of Education accept a donation in the amount of $3,500 from Kelly and Jeff Tricolo to support the purchase of 2 new main backboard goals and basketball rims for Pembroke Elementary School in accordance with Exhibit 26-90.
Okay, motion made by Kate. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Lauren. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Okay, seeing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions? Okay, motion carries. Okay, do we have anybody from the educational staff? Nope. Okay, student representatives?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, moving right along. Superintendent's report. So I don't think we have a presentation tonight.
No presentation in, per se, but we do have the lone Tara Carvalho, who's left in the audience. Tara, can we have you come up? And we'd love to hear about the Danbury Public Library's 2026 Summer Reading Program.
Yes, I made a statement. I wasn't exactly sure where on the agenda I was going to fall, so I kind of brought a few things and a little statement, and hopefully this will stay. My little friends who came along, because these are some of the fun things we're going to have at summer at the library, some little 3D printed guys. So, giving me some courage. It's my first time. I do want to say thank you. My name is Tara Carvalho, and I think a lot of you have met me before in various capacities, and I have been graciously invited personally once or twice by a few of you, so I'm very grateful for that and the warm welcome that I have to be able to share about summer reading here in front of you all. We're obviously very excited and passionate about summer reading at the library, so my nerves don't get the better of me. I think I'm just going to go ahead and read what I wrote. Thank you again for allowing me to share tonight at your meeting. First and foremost, I am here to invite everyone in the Danbury school system to participate in summer reading with Danbury Library. Students, teachers, administrators, the Board of Ed, parents and caregivers, everyone in the community is invited to participate in all the fun that we have over the summer. Each year, the library designs simple-to-use, multilingual bookmarks that families can take anywhere they travel to keep track of their reading habits throughout the summer months. Let's see, intentionally simple and straightforward, the bookmark tracker for kids allows children of all ages to take responsibility for tracking their daily summer reading. The calendar design also helps children understand time and planning. Families are invited to read whatever makes them happy. There are recommendations, but no required titles. The library always advises students to seek out books and topics of interest to reinforce reading for pleasure. We really believe that there are no non-readers, only kids who haven't found their book yet. As you're all aware, summer slide is a problem faced by schools everywhere. Here in Danbury, our statistics show that annual participation in summer reading at the library has been dropping off in recent years for a variety of reasons. In an effort to reverse that drop-off, Danbury Library seeks to continue working with Danbury schools from the top down to encourage and incentivize participation in the summer reading program at the library. In the past, when families were expected to come back to school ready to share their child's reading log, could be this bookmark, we saw many families using the library to access books and educational support from qualified library staff. We would love to see that kind of participation again. It has been a true pleasure to promote summer reading at assemblies and class visits ahead of summer break. I absolutely adore it. As the outreach coordinator at the library, I get to spend so much time with whole schools, just trying to get the word out and to get everyone so excited about spending time with us at the library throughout the summer. We even feed them, so that's usually like the hit, right? So we hope in doing so that we've inspired children to want to discover more about their library and to share that excitement with their families. Thank you for your continued partnership in our shared goals of increasing literacy and celebrating a love of learning. We are looking forward to what a future of continued collaboration could bring. Thank you.
Thank you. Tara, your timing is impeccable because our summer work website for students is just about ready to be published, and that's going to go out at the end of the week.
Perfect.
So what I'll do is I'll take my letter, because we're going to send this link out to families because we're trying to raise the expectations that students are staying wet with their studies over the summer, and they are reading, and they have logs, and they have projects. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, in that letter, embed information about the Danbury Public Library and where they can find those books that we're asking them to read. Perfect. And make sure that they know that that connection is strong, so we can reinforce that.
Thank
you. So the timing is perfect.
Yeah, thank you. Please know that we're there to support the students of Danbury. It's really always all about them. So thank you.
Thank you for all that you do.
Thank you.
Any questions? Yeah, sorry.
Does anybody have any questions for Tara Washington?
Just real quick before you go, Tara, I saw you have a sign up for the summer kickoff party, but I don't know if it's visible to all of our board members.
Okay.
Could you just share the information on there real quick?
Sure, absolutely. Thank you, Kate. Yep, so our summer reading kickoff party is going to be Saturday, June 20th, between 11 and 1. You can come by any time. And I have invited some board members. All board members are welcome. The entire community is welcome, really, all teachers. I really tried to think, Sean, you might be coming along to it as well as Parks and Rec / Board of Ed. So yes, please join us and kind of join us in welcoming all the families who are participating. It's always nice when they see us, you know, in our different elements and stuff. So June 20th between 11 and 1.
Can you just send me the digital copy of that?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Sean? Yeah. Oh, hold on, Tara. We have one more.
Sorry, Sean.
Just want to thank them publicly because their reach out is an action. It's not words. They've reached out. They do 2 days a week at our summer camp for the city. They're very, very proactive. They come to all kinds of things. They are looking for people to collaborate with. So I thank you for that and your staff. They've been outstanding in everything that we've done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. Okay. All right, just a couple of quick notes for the rest of the report. So dress code discussion. So as you know, we sent out some surveys in English and Spanish and Portuguese, and boy, did we get a lot of responses. So we have just under 800 responses on the English survey, which is probably one of the largest responses that we've had for any surveys. So there was a lot of folks willing to weigh in and share. And then we had just under 200 each of the Spanish and Portuguese. So we had quite a good survey response. And all of those need to be aggregated and analyzed. But some of the larger, broader themes that popped out really centered around, for the current policy, really in the regs. It doesn't appear as if the policy itself is causing any confusion. The policy is more of a statement, but it's within the regulations where there's some clarification needed around things like what constitutes pajamas and the footwear, and some inconsistencies in enforcement of the current things that do exist. And so some places and some teachers and some schools are enforcing it and some others are not. And so that causes tension amongst different groups. And so we, at the very least, need to revisit that and reinforce the expectations that are on the books and clarify where needed. But more surprisingly than just the current policy, on the question, as you know, we asked about the question around moving in the direction of a potential uniform, partial uniform. And on the English survey alone, we had over 53, almost 54% of the parents that responded that were very interested in that, moving in that direction, and then over another 20% that weren't sure but wanted to know more, and then another percentage underneath that were not interested. But the preponderance of the responses on that were positive in the direction of exploring uniforms, and even more so in some of the other two surveys, it was almost overwhelmingly a desire to explore that option. So I think at the very least, it warrants a really rigorous discussion over the course of this next school year as to how we might look at that with, as an option. And there would be a lot of conversation about the benefits and the drawbacks and who pays, how we pay, how we do it, how we enforce it, and under what circumstances we do it. But certainly something worthy of, I think, of this group's discussion to look at, considering the large response that we got that seemed favorable. So just wanted to report out on that, and we'll have a full themes and patterns that from all three of those ready for you. So we'll do a summary across all groups. But the surveys are now closed, and we'll be tallying those up.
Yeah, so I talked to Mike about, as a community relations coordination, I think that once the new school year comes about, it is my recommendation we do a town hall to the community on that particular, and hear more about it, So a lot of people don't like taking surveys. but they like to open the opinion. But in the meantime, we should consider and plan forward of having interpreters available for that open house. Thank you.
Okay. And then just a mention of the capstone. As you know, we've been doing capstone projects here at the high school for the last couple of years. And so I think we had many board members that were invited and have an opportunity to go between both campuses. And I had an opportunity to do the same. I was able to come to the west, but I was able to see projects on the other campus as well. And I'm certainly happy to open it up to anybody who wanted to comment on the experiences. But I'm definitely looking to continue to evolve our students' experiences in these projects and create expectations. You know, having two campuses, you could see that the way that the capstones played out in terms of technology and availability and room and presentation space. So it's just something that we'd love to bring more synergy to between the two campuses. And our teachers are working so hard with the students, and the students are doing such a great job pulling together the research. And so as we move forward with this split campus model, and I think, you know, tonight was another example of, you know, keeping an eye on parity and equity and availability of resources between the two campuses so that we can make sure that our kids are on track and have everything that they need. But we were very proud. I was actually in Heather Lorenz's classroom for a while and two other ones in the media center. And I was just so impressed with the poise of the students, pretty similar to tonight. The confidence level of students speaking in public really has grown over the last couple of years. And it's really nice to see their comfort level. And you could tell that they're getting more practice in school with that. So when it comes time for a capstone project, so on and so forth, they are more confident and poised and well rehearsed. And so for me, looking at, you know, how we continue to develop and grow the idea of capstone, what it means, and raise the level of expectations and rigor around that. We have to look at that with, you know, between the two campuses as well to make sure that we're moving in the same direction, and that all the students have access to all the tools that we have to offer. Okay, and moving on, if there's no questions, a couple more things. Oh, sorry, I was moving on to the next topic underneath. Couple of things. We had the honor of being celebrated in West Hartford just yesterday. So we were able to bring the principal of AIS and a teacher that was a first grade teacher up to West Hartford. I traveled there with Board Chair Britton, and where Danbury Public Schools, Western Connecticut International Studies School was presented with their Blue Ribbon Award. There were 6 schools there. It was a wonderful opportunity in a very small, kind of closed classroom-sized area to hear from the governor, Susan Bysowitz, hear from Commissioner Charlene Russell Tucker, and many others about just the accomplishment that it is to achieve a Blue Ribbon status. The federal government did away with the federal Blue Ribbon status program, and Connecticut picked right back up with their own version of it, and it was quite special and very distinguished. So we were very pleased about that. So that was a very nice event. And then was it this morning already, or was this yesterday? The Ed Rising, those of you who were able to come to Ed Rising, I'm losing track of time. Seemed like already a couple days have passed. That was just this morning, where we were at Danbury High School with the Ed Rising group. And this is a group of students who committed to learn about the career path of becoming an educator. And over the course of their time at Danbury High School, completed several projects and tasks aligned to that work and a commitment to the field to continue on. And so today we had an honor of celebrating almost maybe 16 or 17 students that have committed to go on to college and engage in an educator prep program. And so we had a signing day at Danbury High School where they signed the dotted line as a commitment to the field of education, and that they would promise to, when they're done, return back to the Danbury Public School system. So they signed on the dotted line, kind of like when you sign your college letter to play sports, but they're signing to come back to the school system. And then I presented them with a letter of commitment to interview them. So they present that, so they have a guaranteed interview when they're done, and they'll present that back to us, and we'll make sure that every student who graduates from our program and who goes into teaching comes back and gets an interview with us. So that was a really nice morning. And then lastly, we had some questions about the externship teacher PD and what that was all about. And I know a few of you may have received some of our teachers in that project, but teacher externship. So for professional development, in an academy model where we have 21 pathways and there are a variety of industries, where all of these careers are in focus, it's really important for our teachers to go out and learn in industry, in the field, about the different things that they are expected to talk about and teach and nurture conversations about the fields in different industries. So last year, this is now the second year, we were able to match our teachers based on the academies with job shadows, industry experiences, or on-site collaborations with folks around town, industries, greater Danbury area, to shadow and to learn and to dig in so they can come back and really have those connective conversations with students about where jobs are headed and what's happening, real-time discussion. So their PD even looks different in this model as well. So I don't know if anybody wants to share from who received our students, but they came back, they had a great experience.
Yeah, I had 3 teachers that were at our firm that came, and when I was asked to have an externship, at first I was like, for the justice and law, and because I work at a law firm, so I thought we were getting students, then I realized that we were getting teachers, but I thought that they were academy teachers, that they were teaching that, but instead we got an ESL teacher, we had a counselor, and we had one of the JLA teachers that was there. So at first they went out with the attorneys and one went to court, and they were just spending the day with the different attorneys and paralegals within the office. But I came back to Kara and I said, okay, you got to help me make this connection, because I'm not sure why, what are they getting out of this? Just so next year we can better, help them to get as much information from the experience as we can. So it was very enlightening, and that's why I'd asked you to it was just great to see the other side of development within this academy model and how it's all connecting with the community.
Right. Yeah. And so an English teacher, so even though you may not be teaching the elective for justice and law, you could be an English teacher or a science teacher operating in that academy and in that pathway. And so it's important for all the teachers in the academy to understand what it is that the students are learning and why they're there and what their passions are, so they can make those interdisciplinary connections when they're teaching and working with kids. So everybody needs to be educated on the different facets of the model and of the industry background, so that they can speak to it and build that excitement and those connections for students. So that's why we get them out.
So we did have people, we had one staff. I thought it was students also. Then she showed up, Angela was the person from this morning. So it was amazing. And, the things that she wanted to understand better about the landscape, the early ed, and bring it back to the students. And that was, of course, next year it'll be better, because this year I thought it was students. We were prepared for the students. So, but everything about how to go about the pathway into college. And, I did tell that students can come and intern with us when they graduate, and they will even, we can offer them a job. We're always looking for caregivers. So it was very interesting, and next year will probably be more polished and fine-tuned. Thank you.
Okay, next, board standing committee reports. Do I have anything from committees? Anybody want to report anything? Go ahead, Kate.
Nothing to report, really, just a reminder that tomorrow evening is our final policy meeting of the year, and it will be via Zoom at 6 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we have one last action item on the agenda. Do I have a volunteer?
Make the motion.
Okay. Thank you, Al.
I make the motion that the Board of Education approve the Leader in Educator Evaluation and Support Plan for 2026-2027 in accordance with Exhibit 26-91.
Thank you. Motion made by Al. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Seconded by Sean. Any comments, questions, or concerns? Seeing none. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Abstentions? Okay, motion carries. Okay, just a few things I'd like to just talk about tonight. We've had a really busy last couple of weeks on the board. First thing, we had the DSABC breakfast since our last meeting, and it was, as usual, a tearjerker. And I don't know if anybody else was there crying, but it always makes me cry. But thank you to all the board members that attended. It was just a great time. I think we had a really we were having a little too much fun at the table, but it was wonderful, wonderful event. I want to give a shout out to our Board of Ed representatives who serve on the DSABC board, which is our board member Lauren Daly and Juanita Harris. Thank you for taking on that additional role during the course of the year. It's very appreciated. I also want to acknowledge that we do have board members that are mentors that have signed up this year. And so I started mentoring in January. I know Minnie just began mentoring, and Kate, and we have another one, so we may have 4, and Sean. So it's wonderful, and they were right, it's contagious. So as soon as one, and then we just start going, and it's just wonderful. So thank you to all the board members for volunteering and being involved in this program. Second, we had We Race graduation, and that's the kickoff to the graduation season. One of my favorites. So thank you again. We had an overwhelming turnout from the board again, and that is just wonderful. And believe me, it is noticed, it is appreciated. You have no idea. I mean, these are the graduations that don't get the headlines, but they are just as important and to them and for us to be there. So again, thank you so much for showing up. I did attend Career Day at Westside Middle School last week. They did a Career Day, which was really fun. I didn't go in the capacity of the board. It was also through work, and I brought some people from work there, but I just wanted to talk about it because they did such a great job doing it. There was such a great turnout from the community, and they had, each classroom had a different theme, so we were in legal, and then they just shifted every half hour. A new group of kids came in with the questions, and they were so engaged and so wonderful, and these were 8th graders, and I just thought, smooth, well done. So I hope it just to make it bigger next year. It was really great to see. Good job. We had the PEP celebration last night. Boy, we did a lot this last 2 weeks, my gosh. It's crazy. But thank you to everybody who showed up last night. Another great turnout from my board. Thank you to all those that came. It was another one of those programs that doesn't get the headlines, but it is just so rewarding to see those families and them participation and just that gratification that they have for completing those programs. It's wonderful. So now, moving on to the next week, we go into a real busy week. So we're trying to get an idea of who will be at what graduation come next week. So if you haven't clicked on the yes, please try to do that so Kara has an idea of who's going where. I know Tuesday we have ACE. ACE is at, bless you, ACE is at 4:30, and we have moved the superintendent evaluation meeting to 7 p.m. that night in person here so we could attend ACE. Okay, so we'll meet here after the ACE graduation. Okay, and I think Gladys said we'll have some food for everybody so they can eat when they show up. So we don't want anybody who's hangry to get here. So that's yeah, no, we'll try not to. I'm sorry. We'll make sure everybody gets fed before that. Yes. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Broadview, right?
Yes, Broadview. Yes. Yes. And that's at 4:30. I think it's at 4:30. Wednesday, we have the middle schools. I don't have all the times, and I think we've got them all split up everywhere. Do you have? Yeah, they're all day on Wednesday.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, do you have the?
Yeah. Broadview Middle School is running 4 sessions, 8:30, 10 o'clock, 11:30, and 1. And I think it's more of we're kind of approaching it as a divide and conquer. And
Yeah.
I think it would be not realistic to
Yeah.
everybody send everything. So we can have Kara resend this out. I believe she shared this already.
Yep.
And that is in the
Okay.
Broadview Auditorium.
Okay.
And then West Side is at 5 o'clock at DHS Auditorium that same day. Rogers Park is at 9 o'clock and 12 o'clock at the RPMS Auditorium.
Okay.
And our hope is to get them all on a similar plane next year. We're going to be looking at maybe the O'Neill Center at WestCon indoor. Outdoors problematic, that has proved to be an issue. But we're trying to look for a single event day and location, preferably indoors.
Perfect. Okay.
Early
Thursday.
dismissals.
Yeah, that's it for that. Right, that's Wednesday. And then Thursday, we have Reach and Endeavor in the morning. Do we know who is anybody going to be attending Reach and Endeavor? You'll be there? Okay. Okay, as long as we just have. PAL Center?
PAL
That's at
Center.
the PAL Center. Do you know what time that is?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, okay, 10 a.m. Okay, and then we have the high school graduation, which begins at 5. Information for that will come out. Mr. LaRosa will check in with us, and I also have some items that I will send out as a separate email on the high school. And that should take us through next week, and then we just have one more board meeting on the 24th, and then we will be on break. Okay, so with that, does anybody else have anything they want to add over the last couple weeks or share? No? I know anything? No? Okay, well, all right. Rest up the rest of the week, because next week we're going to be going full speed. All right, so with that, I think we're done with our agenda. Go ahead. Oh, yes. Yes, ma'am. Our CABE liaison has given us our CABE upcoming information. So, let's see. So this will take us to the end of the year. Am I correct, Juanita? Okay. So this information and these dates will take us to the end of the year. So we have an August 6th Summer Leadership Conference, Delegate Assembly on November 19th, convention the 20th through the 21st, and new board orientation December 10th. Anything?
I'm presenting at the Cape Caps in 2 sessions.
Oh, okay, yay. When do we start, do we know when that registration for that starts? For the convention? Soon? Yeah. Okay. All right, well, stay tuned for that information to come out for us. Anything else? No? Do I hear a motion to adjourn? Do I hear a second? Seconded by Sean, all in favor?